Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Friday, September 29th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 39 of 2023, and in my neck of the woods it is currently 71 degrees with a high of 78 and a low of 59. Not too bad. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my broadcast. I'm here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles, and laughs. And look, even if you don't color or if you know people that don't color, come on in for the company and pretty pictures. I'd love to meet you. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who are watching this broadcast live and also afterwards when it goes to video. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who watch this broadcast when I upload it to my group Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Join that group for freebies, by the way, guys. All right. So let me finish getting set up here. I hope everybody's doing well. If you're new, say hello. I noticed that a lot of you watch this broadcast on replay instead of coming in live. That's fine. Either way, as long as you get the information. But if you are new, please say hello. All right, so tonight I am coloring on, this is a duet piece, which means I give away a freebie from my books. And I encourage you to pace me and color it with me at the same time. And that way, by doing it at the same time, you are learning, which is what I'm all about. Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday to one and all, says Maggie. Hi, Maggie. Maggie likes to sing her way into the group. She always sings when she comes in. Okay, so we've been working on this. I showed you guys how to transfer this design onto the page, which is our little witch in the upper right-hand corner. There we go. Turned out pretty well. And then we're working on a steampunk piece. And last night I colored the bird and the grass, and I put some rivets on it to make it look mechanical. And then we have a book called Hello Autumn by Demita Victoria. I'm having a lot of fun doing this for you. All right. And then tonight I got a new book in. Like I need a new book like a hole in the head because I published my own. But I want to talk about this book as a cautionary tale because there's some issues with it. So let me do that first. Here's the back of it so you can get an idea of the kinds of pictures in it. All right. So I just got this book and I started flipping through it, and I must say I am disappointed with it. not because of the light grayscale. I like the light grayscale. I like this kind of book. But it's an AI generated book. That is not my disappointment, because I use AI time to time in my books. Not 100%, but it's in the mix. And the thing that I want to caution you about when you get a book is you need to make sure that the quality is there. Now, the first thing that starts out with a problem is you can see the hands are all garbled on this. And that is usually a problem with AI. It needs to be corrected or not used at all. The rest of it seems okay. But the interesting thing is, when I went to the back of the book and looked at the sample page of the cover, what do you notice? The hand is not garbled at all. Now, if you're looking at pictures and you're wondering if they are AI or not, there's some simple tells on it. Let me show you a few issues that are going on with this book. Basically, what you're going to find is some things are out of whack. Like this Christmas present here, it's not squared off, it's crooked. Let me pull up a few more examples here. Here's a fireplace right here where the logs are messed up. Now, if you're going to use AI as an author, it's up to you to clean this stuff up. I must admit, I've had a couple pictures slip through on my books, but I always offer a page replacement. Here's an issue with the hands. Again, that was just something that wasn't fixed. Now, I'm not going to go through every single page, but there's one on here that's really bad. Now, this one looks okay. The fireplace is okay. And the hands are okay. Always look on hands when you're considering getting a book. But see, we've got a present here that's off kilter. Oh, let's see. So again, I'm not going to go through every single thing here. Now, this hand is a little bit weird, but it's workable. You can color it over with, when you're coloring it, you can color over that. Now, I was going to do a flip through of this book, but in good conscience, I can't, because there's just too many AI mistakes in it. Now, here's a huge one on the Santa. What do you notice that's wrong? He's got what? 3 legs. So we've got his knee. We have a leg here. and another leg here. And if anyone cares to comment while I'm showing you this stuff, this really is a primer on what to look for when you're doing pictures. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Here's an issue where the hand is completely gone. I'm just so disappointed in this book. I really wanted to show it to you. I wanted the color out of it. Here's an issue with the hand, with the Santa here. There's just a little stump in this watch. So you can see issues all the way through. Here's a curtain on the top that is not looking correct on it. Now, again, I'm not slamming AI. Like I said, I periodically use it from time to time. But the artist, if they're going to sell something, they need to clean it up. Here's a very wonky hand, or a wonky hand. If anyone cares to comment, please feel free. This lamp is off kilter. Anyway, you guys get the idea. The door pattern here is not cleaned up. Can you guys see clearly as I'm showing you this stuff? Here's Santa's hand is disappeared. It's just unfortunate. I mean, the concept is great. I love the book. Now, this one has to be the worst one on the page in the book. So we have our track that's going this way. And then we have another track that partially goes over the train, disappears behind it, comes back out. And then there's another track right there. Yeah, Maggie, I'm going to put up a cautionary post about it. Do not buy this book. Now, I am not in the business of slamming other artists, absolutely not. And I'm not slamming the artist at all. I'm commenting on the quality of the work. I mean, at this point, I could probably go and find something wrong with it on every single page. I'm so disappointed in this. Here's another issue on the hand. Again, I use AI from time to time. I try to catch all this stuff, but in all my books now I have a page where I say if you see anything wrong with my book, it doesn't even have to be an AI issue. Let me know, and I will fix the page because I want to know. Look at this present. What's wrong with this? So we've got a present right here, a bow here, and a bow here. And the thing that really irks me too is that for those people who are adamantly against AI, which I understand, some people are okay with it, some aren't. This just adds fuel to the fire for those of us who are careful with it. Laura Kilgore uses AI. She's very careful with her pictures. So anyway, I'm just going to go through here. I don't think you guys have ever heard me say don't buy a book. Let me phrase it to you this way. If that doesn't bother you that some of these pictures are off, fine, get the book. But for me, as a colorist who goes through, you know, you guys, when we all color a page, we color every single thing. Not sure what this is at all. Maybe it's a doll. This package is scrambled. I mean, the face looks good here. But now we've got a little bit of a wonky package here. This page isn't too bad. Don't know what this is here. I mean, here's another crossover issue. We've got this ornament, and then this part of the decoration on the tree goes partly over the ornament and doesn't make sense. But interestingly enough, the hands are pretty good. But the book looks like it's a little off kilter. It's angled this way, and then the pages are way up here. I don't know. What do you guys think? Comment, questions? Here's a tea kettle that's off kilter. And then the hand is not good. Oh, let's see what we got here. Not sure what's going on here at the bottom of the package. And then this stuff here on the side is pretty scrambled. You know, if I were coloring this and trying to pick out colors for the package, I don't know, maybe it's just some kind of wreath sitting on top. Here's a hand that's mangled. I just think that this is just poorly executed AI. And it looks like the book is 100% AI. Now again, that's fine, but fix the issues. Here's a ribbon. It goes down into this. I guess this is part of the chair, and this was meant to be the chair arm, but it goes all the way up to the top here. I hate to, I mean, I'm just so disappointed. I really wanted this book to work. I like the overall style of it. But oh my gosh. Let's see. I guess this page is okay. It's a little scrambled over here. Maybe an archway here. Yeah, so no, this page is not okay. So mainly I wanted to warn you about the quality of the AI. Again, I'm not against AI. I'm against the poor use of it. So think of this as a PSA comment. Okay, so this is the book. I'm not recommending you purchase it. Again, however, if these things don't bother you. And again, on the page, if you look at the cover, that hand is very scrambled. But yet, and this is weird, on the back cover, it's perfect. So I don't know how that happened. All right. So I'm very disappointed. Just to let you know. Okay. So let me get back to business. Well, we're doing business. I really tried to like this book, but I just can't. And I can't recommend it. All right. So let's get back to our main project here. This is the duet. Hi, Linda. Oh, yeah, you bought it. Can it be sent back? Oh, you like it. You like the book, Linda? It's a huge hassle for me to send this back. Linda, have you paged through the book? Let me find the one main one. When you have time, Linda, just rewatch my broadcast and you'll see the issues that I found on the various pages. I mean, on this train, I was really disappointed. You know, these tracks don't even line up with the train. So it's just stuff. All right, well, you can watch the broadcast from the beginning. I went through and showed some of the pages. I just, in good conscience, I can't recommend it. I just can't. But again, if that stuff doesn't bother you and you like the picture for what it is, that's super. Okay. So let me get going on this piece. So last night I was working on the brown stuff. Brown stuff. Oh, you took that picture as though someone is living in the train. Gotcha. That's a way to look at it. Okay, let's finish up on the wood part here. Well, Linda, there are some other issues throughout the book. Like I said, watch the beginning, watch the replay of my broadcast, and you'll see where my issues are. One of the issues that I had was the cover. See how scrambled the fingers are? But if you look on the back cover, it's perfect. So I'm not sure why the discrepancy. Anyway. Again, I'm not bashing AI. I use it time to time. But this one is really off. Maggie, you're just watching. You've got the kids tonight. So, hello to Michelle and Wally. And Allie and Russ. So let's get back on track here. So the last that I left this, oh, I just have this little bit of wood to do. Oh, three of these. So the last that I left this, hi Karen. See if I can pick up the wrong pencil out of the gate. All right, let's try this again. So on this part here, majority of my window frame is light colored. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in as a base color. And by the way, guys, I'm really happy with the way that your pictures are turning out. For those of you that are coloring this with me, Linda, you are doing a wonderful job on this piece. All right, so there's my light. Now I'm going to use my artistic inspiration here. And add my own shading and shadowing. Let me move my camera just a little bit. And then I'm going to come in with my darkest color. I'm sorry, what were you saying about it's so, oh, it was so much fun. Yeah, you're talking about the way that I was talking about the way you colored your picture. Gorgeous job. Now, I want you to notice here that the wood is darker on these areas here, but it's lighter here because that's just the way the grayscale was. Now, the reason that is, is because the left-hand side of this picture is a little bit darker, and then this is lighter on this side. So I'm going to come in with my darker pencil, and I'm just going to shade that up a little bit. Not much. Now, this is the lighter side of the house, so I'm respecting that. And I'm going to finger blend that. This is why we wash our hands before we color, right? Okay. I need to grab some water again. Hold on. Okay. I love this picture. I just think it's so cute. So let's go down to this little window down here. I'm doing my light first. And again, for those of you that are new, it doesn't matter whether you do your light, medium, or dark first. So now I'm going to pop over my dark. And then we'll put in our medium. So Maggie, since you're just watching, you can help with conversation tonight, right? Okay, so there's my medium. Although I don't necessarily expect a lot of conversation because I know you guys are coloring. Oh, is this cute? I'm telling you. I am having way, way, way too much fun with this. And I hope that you are too. Okay. So here's some light in here. Here's my medium. And then we'll pop in a little bit of that dark. Now, you see this line right here? That's part of the brickwork or the block work. Oh, I'm misreading that. Excuse me. Yeah. I'm going to, let's see. The top of this I'm going to make wood. So we'll go ahead with that light brown, aka gold. And welcome to anybody that's new. Please don't hesitate to chat. Don't be shy. So there's my light. And then we've got a little bit of dark on here for the shading. Check that out. And then a little bit of my medium, which is my red tint. I am very happy with this piece. Let me pull out. Set timer for 45 minutes. All right. Hey Siri, set timer for 45 minutes. Okay, let's catch these leaves on the outside. Now, notice that I'm spotting in the green. And I'll show you why in a moment. Anybody else having problems with mosquitoes? I am getting eaten alive. All right, and then I'm going to come in with some reds and oranges. Because this is a fall picture. Let me erase something here. This area here is actually part of the structure. There we go. Made a boo-boo. Blooper. Oh, Maggie, you're on your tablet, so now you can comment. All right. So is that why you've been having problems with commenting the last few days, because you were on your phone? Okay. So I'm going to put in some reds and some oranges. Now, we want to keep our reds away from our building a little bit. Kinda. You also have to find a little better setup because whatever I use there is off to the side and hard to get to. That would be great, because it would be fun to have you commenting a little more. Okay, so now we have reds, orange, and green. Oh, perfectly understood. You get so involved in coloring you forget to comment. That's all right. That's good. Let's come back with a little bit of red. Now, I'm not too concerned about specifics here when I'm coloring these leaves. So I'm mushing my colors a little bit. Let me get this green vine. Like I said, just keep your red away from the side of the building. All right. Isn't that cool? I love it. I love it. Now, I've got another spot here that I failed to do in the wood color. Michelle, how are you doing today? Wally, how are you doing today? Yeah, I'm talking about mosquitoes that work their way into the house. Okay, so there's the bottom part there that I failed to do in wood. All right. And then I have a little bit of an area here. Let me pop over to that. We'll go ahead and get that. Let's start with the light. Don't forget to put your paper towel underneath your hand. Other than blending, you want to keep your hand oils, off of your page as much as possible. So here's my mediums. And then my dark. Oh, we've been real lucky this year. Too hot for mosquitoes. Well, that's cool. Except that you guys were burning up for lack of water and rain. Maggie, how is that situation now? All right, now we've got the wood done here. So you meant too hot for bugs. All right. Now I'm going to pop up to the top here. And these are the areas where we made the hat with the witch. And again, I want you to notice how I've turned this whole thing into a witch theme. Now, I initially put some gray on here. But I'm going to revise that, or am revising it, obviously, because I'm doing it right in front of you. And making it into wood. So we'll put a little bit of that red in there. Are you guys loving this picture as much as I am? And Linda, I noticed that you went with a more vibrant red. Couldn't get the word out. So we've got the light. And then I'm going in with the medium. It's been a tough summer. It's better now. No more 100s. And you got some rain this week. Good. Oh, by the way, Dorothy told me that she won't be in the group until October 6th because she and Randy are traveling. Hold on, gotta do something. What? Domino, are you going spastic? My cat's getting the case of the zoomies. Okay, so I've got some viney things on here. Michelle says she's doing well. Wally pulled a muscle in his neck. Oh, Wally, I'm so sorry. So I'm going to work these vines in shades of green. So there's a lighter green. Here's a darker green. Work your details, guys. Wally, I'm so sorry that you're going through that. check out my lighter green. Now, guys, this is a perfect example of what I tell you about details when I keep asking you. Is I've got this silly little vine. I could have left it with just the one shade of green, but that's not my style, as you know. Don't get lazy. So I'm going to come in with a second green and add that detail. Okay, let's do this other vine. First my lighter green. Allie wore her sleep device or machine for 9.5 hours yesterday. Excellent. How was her behavior today? Tonight will be the first time away from home. Wish you luck. Did she sleep better using it? Okay, this is my lighter green. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Kathy. Oh, hello, Kathy. So glad to see you with us here tonight. Linda says at first it was a pink house. That would have worked. I like the deeper shade of red, though, that you went with. All right, so check out our darker green. So she's been okay today. Oh, Linda, so Wally volunteered at the free pantry, so that's where he hurt himself? All right, let's get this darker green in here. Oh, but she also tells you that she sleeps through the night, every night, even though she doesn't. Okay, so we've got that green vine popped up here. Oh, I love this piece. And then I've got some vine work over here. I'm going to add a little bit of extra here. See that? And we've got a little down here. Okay. Isn't that cute? Okay. Now I'm going to go back to my grays, my light, medium, and dark gray. And we need to get this little wonky hat topper colored up. So I'm actually using a light gray, a medium gray, and then my black. So this is my medium gray. And remember, we want this black because it's part of the little curly Q thing. So Kathy says, Linda, I'm sorry that Wally hurt his neck. Maybe a heating pad may help. Yeah, he's using one. Good. Maggie says it's blizzard time. The kids picked Dairy Queen for dinner. And of course, blizzards follow. You better believe it. Okay. Then I'm coming in with my black. Okay. So let me pull out. So the only thing that isn't done on the house right now are the concrete stones. And I'm thinking about doing those in an orange color, orange and brown. Having said that, if I do that though, it's going to take away from the orange on the bottom. So for now, I'm going to leave it. Let's go up to our witch. Congratulations on those of you that added a witch. Linda, how did you add your circle? Did you have a template? So on the gray, I am adding some black shading. Linda's witch is riding a little bit behind the tops of her house. And I think it looks adorable. I could just cry when you see those ASPC commercials with the abused animals. Oh yeah, they kill me. I turn away. Okay, check out how I'm shading. How did we get on that topic? Okay, so I'm adding a little bit of gray or black to my gray. Maggie, you used a pill bottle top. Perfect. Okay, broom color. Let's see. So I'm going to use a gold and a yellow. Now I'm going back to my gold to blend that in. This is a Castle Arts Cadmium Yellow. And then I'm going to use oh, okay, Maggie. I'm sorry. I thought I asked Linda. Linda, what did you use to draw your circle? Okay, a combination on the broom is my dark brown and my red. Linda, is that what you used, was a pill bottle top? Okay, black pen. All right, this is what Linda's doing with her, which, hold on, let me get that stabilized. There you go. There's the one I'm working on. Here's the one that Linda did. All right. And then I'm going to, excuse me, come back in with my gold, brown, light brown. And notice how I am coloring a couple of the strands of the broom in the brown. And Ross got a brain freeze. And then back with the yellow. in between. All right. And the hair, obviously I can't use black, so we will go with let's see, a light to medium brown. And then I'll come in with a slightly darker brown. As soon as I find what I want. Medium brown, medium brown. Don't go too dark on your hair because we've got a lot of dark around it. Check it out. Okay, let's play with the moon. Let me zoom out. And let me grab my eyeshadow. Vicki. Good girl. All right. Now I've got some pretty good yellows here. Fourth one. All right. So I'm testing it out on my paper here just to see how that's going to come out. And I'm going to use my blending stump as my quote-unquote paintbrush. And I love these because it makes for a very precise application. And I also want you to notice that I'm letting my yellow get a little bit darker in some spots on this moon. See that? And you can also enhance with pencil if you get into teeny tiny spots, such as in between her arm and her waist. And then the same thing here between her feet and her broomstick. We need to go with the pencil. And also notice with the pencil, I'm highlighting some of the areas here around her to be a little bit darker. Check it out. Okay, then I'm going to take my eyeshadow and pull out, and I'm going to put a little bit of a glow around it, around the moon, and I'm using a lighter yellow. All right, so this is what we've got so far. All right, and then I'm going to see if I can find the color I want. I'm going to switch to a light gray. Let me find a clean blender stump. There we go. And I'm going to start to shade in around the moon and make it look eerie. And I'm also going to take that gray and I'm going to streak across the moon with it. Isn't that cool? And this gray is a little bit darker than the other gray. Okay, back to my previous gray. Michelle, what do you think? Who's coloring this with me tonight? Now I'm going to take a darker gray and streak in a line. Now back to my lighter grays. And what I want you to notice is instead of using my sponge tip applicators, I'm continuing to use my blending stump. And the reason that I'm doing that is because, can anybody guess while I'm doing that? Why am I using my blending stump instead of my sponge tip applicator? And the answer is because it is giving me that streaky look. If I were using sponge tip applicator, the color application would be more uniform, right? And I don't want uniform, I want streaky. Is that not cool? Let me pull out to show you the effect. Excuse me. And yes, from a blending standpoint, in other words, getting it to look smooth, it does do that. But it's still, the main thing is I want it to create my streaks for me. Creak. So the streaks are blended in well, but I don't want them merged together. Kathy, does that make sense? And notice that I'm working horizontally. Now, be careful about making your streaks too uniform. See how I've got uniform streaks in here? See this? 1, 2, 3. Don't do that. You don't want repetitive streaks like that. It looks funny. Doesn't look natural. So change it up a little bit. All right, let's take a look at this whole thing. So Kathy, you've thought about using your blending stumps to apply color. I learned something new. Kathy, these blending stumps, I stumbled upon it actually when I was doing my tall ship. And if you use them, it's just like using a pencil, but with your chalks. Okay, I want to blend out, balance out some of my dark streaks. So I want to put a few more here on the right, on the left. Be sure you get horizontal. when you add your colors. Oh, what you meant to say is you never thought about using your blending stumps to apply color. Yeah, who knew? And what I would do is go to Amazon and they sell blending stumps in variety packs. You can, if you want to use affiliate, text me and get yourself a mix. That's what I have. I am loving how this is looking. What do you think, guys? All right, let me put my eyeshadows back. I thought you guys would get a kick out of the way I did the background with the witch, and particularly, hi Nicole, oh my gosh, I didn't even see you there. Welcome. Nicole, have you been lurking? Can you guys see how beautifully, I don't know if my lighting is permitting it, but can you see how beautifully this eyeshadow is creating a beautiful background for this? Is the picture washed out or can you see it? And Nicole, I don't know how long you've been watching, but I'm using Blender Stump as a way to more accurately place chalks and eyeshadow because it's got these points. Obviously, I need to clean mine off. Okay, so everybody can see it. All right. So I'm going to switch pictures. The last two things I need to do on this. I love how this turned out with the moon and having the gray across it as streaks. So guys, if you're in my group and you're posting your pictures in other groups, this is the type of thing I want to see. Kathy, you've got a variety of blending stumps. Okay, excellent. I've got big chunky ones all the way down to teeny tiny. And I was showing Maggie the other day how to hold them. I'll take the teeny tiny and put it in between my two fingers and my thumb like this. See it? And then I've got lots of control with the smaller ones. So, Nicole, paper blending sticks, yeah, that's what these are. I need to find a better storage. Hold on. I've got a couple of really long ones. Here's a long one, narrow. And I've got some teeny tiny ones. Hold on. Now, I think the numbering of these is consistent across manufacturer. So if you buy a number 2 from one manufacturer, you'll have a number 2 from another. It'll be the same. Here's a real small skinny one. So there's a number 1, here's a number 2. Oh, I lied. Okay, so see, this is a number 2 also. So guess what? They're not consistent. All right. Let me grab the tall ship that I did this on. Sit tight a minute, guys. This is where I introduced you to using blending stumps. Because it gives you precise application. And this is the tall ship that we did from my upcoming book. I had a really good time doing this one. Okay. Moving on. I think I'm going to jump to my autumn picture. This is a steampunk that I'm doing, but I spent quite a bit of time on this because I wanted to get more done and especially get that background done. And Nicole, I taught everybody how to draw this witch in. So if you go back a couple of broadcasts, I don't think it's the previous one, but the one before that. So on the 27th, I think, is when I showed how to do this. All right, I'm a happy camper. So anyway, we were doing our steampunk. Got the mechanical bird done, and then I made the leaves mechanical by drawing the little dots on it. Okay, Nicole. Nicole, tell us a little bit about yourself, if you like. Are you here in the U.S.? How long have you been adult coloring? How'd you find my group? Okay, so last night we were working on these little, I forgot to look up the name of them. I used to, I just have forgotten what these things are called. It's not pussy willow. I think they're called cattails. Okay, you're new. You usually crochet. And you're in Indiana. I'm in Tennessee. So, Nicole, how long have you been adult coloring? So I'm just hitting this up to blend it a little bit. And of course it always helps when I stay on camera instead of you looking at my hand. Okay. And Nicole, how did you love to color but you're not very good? Okay. Nicole, do me a favor. Just say, restate, and just say, I love to color, period. Don't put yourself down. You saw my live stream. You love to color. There you go. Now, Nicole, how long have you been coloring? Adult coloring. All right, made another blooper. Nicole, you will get better. 2 years. Okay. Salvador Dali made an interesting statement. Have no fear of perfection, you'll never achieve it. So, Nicole, is your schedule such that you can visit on a nightly basis? What's the deal on that? All right. I'm just changing something up because I used the wrong color. So I'm going to work a light, medium, and dark blue. All right. Let's find a nice light blue here. So, Nicole, what you want to do is when you're coloring, you work in the daytime and you bowl on Mondays and Tuesdays. Okay. Fun. So what? We'll see you Wednesday if you decide to come back Wednesdays, any days other than Mondays and Tuesdays, right? I broadcast 7 days a week, by the way. Okay, so we're working with, anytime we're doing an area, we're working with light, mediums, and dark of whatever color shade that you are doing. Nicole, have you posted any of your pictures in the group on Facebook? So what I'm going to do on this little guy, okay, Kathy, thank you. What I'm going to do on this little guy is I'm going to make the scarf blue. And at the moment, my thought process is to not make anything else blue. Subject to change, of course. Okay, this is your first visit. Gotcha. So just as long as you're aware that I have a Facebook group, and this is where you can post your pictures. And the Facebook group is also called Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. And in fact, I'll be downloading this broadcast after the fact when it goes to video in the group. Okay. And Nicole, what I would appreciate is if I'm chatting with you and you need to step away, just say BRB, be right back. Okay, so I've got my base color down. And then my next color is my medium blue. And this is where we're going to start to shadow our picture. And that shadowing is going to create a dimensional look. So on this line, I'm going to go a little darker, repeated strokes, and then have my lighter color on the outside of it. And Nicole, don't be shy about asking questions. That's why I'm live. Okay, check out how I'm working these edges. And remember, when you color something dark, that tells the viewer's brain that it's farther away or curving away. That's how we're going to make this look dimensional. Nicole, how long have you been bowling? What's your average? How long are my live streams? From 7 p.m. Central to 10 p.m. Central. And I'm here 365 days of the year, so that means weekends and especially holidays. So I tell people 10 years, average 151. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and get over here. Nicole, if you have friends that don't color but are interested in company, have them come into this broadcast. Okay, check out how I'm working these edges and also the center where this fold is. Okay. And guys, please do me a favor and like this broadcast. I would sure appreciate that. Okay, now I'm going to come in with my darkest blue. And I want you to notice that by adding that to the edge, that's really going to give us a dimensional look. Notice now how that scarf is becoming more dimensional. See it? And also notice how I'm blending out that color, which means making it smooth. And it seamlessly disappears into the next color. That's when you know that you've got a good blend. Nicole, you're awfully quiet. Any questions? Or just taking it in? Okay, dark line here down the center, just to give us that little bit of dimension. So a rule of thumb, whenever you're coloring something, for example, this scarf in blue, you pull what? A light, a medium, and a dark shade in your pencils. And check out how cool that scarf looks. Now, I need to blend this though. So I'm very lightly, now remember, blender pencils are your harshest form of blending. So use them sparingly. Isn't that a cool looking scarf? And then you can also use, for example, in this case, your light pencil to blend over your colors and cause them to merge. Now you can overblend. You got to be careful with that. At that point, everything's going to start getting milky and mushy looking. Okay. Oh, let's see. Let's go ahead and apply some skin tone color. Oh, okay, Maggie, you're back. So we want a light, a medium, and a dark skin tone colors. So Nicole, 2 years ago you tried charcoal drawing. Okay. Yeah, and that's how you knew about the blending stumps. Yeah, blending sticks. Cool. All right, so let's get our initial shade in here. Nicole, don't give up on things. All this stuff takes time. Now, we don't have too much detail as far as the face goes. I mean, it's buttons and thread, basically. But I think we can go ahead and make this still look like a cool face with flesh tones. And let's pop over to this other side. And let me go ahead and smooth this out. Whenever you lay down your initial layer, you want that to be as smooth as possible. Okay, now I'm going to come in with my medium. And start defining some of these areas here. Because we want to create a dimensional look, even though it's just a scarecrow and not a human face. So we want to go on either side of the nose and underneath the eyes. And then we'll go ahead and highlight that mouth. Now, I'm going to create a little bit of a chin. See how I'm doing that? Any questions about that? Okay. Then I'm going to come down on the arm. And notice how I'm working towards the outside here. And notice as I'm doing that, it's creating a lighter spot down the center. That's what you want because that gives the illusion of curvature. And let's do that to the other side here. Are they pink pencils? They're more flesh colored pencils. You'd have to look in your set. These are more of a brownish, excuse me, a brownish pink. Now check out again how going around the outside lightens our center, and that's where it's starting to look curved and dimensional. Nicole, let me swatch these for you. Okay, this is my light. They're more peach colored. And then medium. And what you want to make sure, Nicole, is that when you're blending these, see how I'm back blending this? Back blending means I'm pushing the next color up into the previous one. See how they transition naturally? And then I have a dark, my darkest. Check it out. Does that answer your question? So here's my lightest. Here's my medium. And here's my darkest. And notice how they all, like I said, blend together naturally. To get a good blend, you have to have a seamless transition between the shades of your pencil. Is everybody clear on that? Okay. And I still want this to be better blended. Okay. Then I'm taking my darkest pencil. Now, all of this was my medium with shading. Now we're going to shadow. And that's where you take your darkest pencil and you work closest to the edge. And as soon as I apply that darkest color of the three, this is where you're going to start to see the curvature of the face. Check it out. Now, this is a little bit wonky of a face to work with because it's not real. In other words, not an actual human face, but we can still apply the same principles. And as everybody's seeing how this face is starting to take on a beautiful dimension and shape. Now notice how I get my darker color right near the nose. Check it out. Kathy, good night. Good night, Kathy. Kathy, I'm on for another 20 minutes. Hug John for me. And sweet dreams. I'm going to clean up that nose a little bit. All right. Then we're going to use our darkest color. And we're right on that edge. And don't forget to turn your pencil a little bit. Now, this is where you may need to come in with your medium color and tweak a little bit. And I want you to notice between this arm and this arm the difference, because this arm doesn't have our darker color yet. Kathy, you take care. Like I said, hug John for me. Okay, everybody see the difference between the two arms? It's very subtle, but it's there. All right, darkest color, darkest shade. And when you pick up your pencil to move it, don't forget to turn it a little bit. Keeps the point longer. All right. Now take a look as to how ridiculously cute this looks since we've colored in the face now. The face and the arms. And then I'm going to take a light pink. And we're going to put a little bit of blush on here. Nicole, are you in the same time zone as I am? It's 9:45 my time. Now remember, when you put your colors on your page, you start light. And then just keep stroking with your pencil until you get the shade that you want, the intensity that you want. Oh, you're in the Chicago? Oh, cool. So you are in the same time zone. That works beautifully. Okay, see how I'm working this pink? Don't come in gangbusters. The minute you come in gangbusters, when you're adding a color, you take away your ability to detail. In other words, you lock yourself into that shade. Oh, how ridiculously cute is that? Let me pull out. Nicole, are you learning something tonight? Is everybody learning something tonight? Are you having fun, everybody? Okay. So now I'm thinking about pink for this dress. Nicole, as soon as you start using the light, medium, and dark, when you color an area, your coloring will improve 100%. Play with it. Okay, alcohol markers. Light pink. So Nicole, does your significant other color? Oh, look how cute this is, guys. Oh, he bowls? No, he bowls and works alone. I'm sorry, what does that mean, works alone? So while you're coloring, he goes to another um, room in your house and does other things? Oh, guys, check out how cute. Oh, he works a lot. Gotcha. Oh my gosh, guys, look how cute this is. Oh, you color when he's not at home. Yeah, makes sense. How ridiculously cute is that? Alcohol pens are very rich in color, but you got to be careful because they bleed through the back. This is the back page. And I'm on cardstock. Okay, let's see what we got here. I'm going to pick up a little bit of the pink in the cap. Nicole, have you used water-based markers? And then I'm going to work the cuff in the sleeve. Okay, so you haven't used markers at all. Gotcha. Well, you're in for a treat. I use them once in a while. Okay, let me pull out. Isn't that ridiculously cute? Maggie, you're going to say goodnight. Allie is very restless. I think I'm disturbing her. Yeah, I'm about to sign off as well. I'm not at a point where I can start anything else and finish it in our time allotment. Although, I can select a rich orange color and put the base color in for these little pumpkins. Take care, Maggie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to color my base color because I'm going to come back, remember, and shade and shadow these. And notice how I'm doing each individual slot. I'm not just scribbling color over everything. Now the thing with any markers, you've got to figure out how absorbent your paper is. And what that means is when you put your color down, your marker may spread a little bit. That depends on the quality of the paper. And remember, when you go over twice with marker, that second pass is going to darken the spot. Okay, hang with me. How pretty is this? This orange that I'm using is a brownish orange. I really like it. It fits in beautifully with the other pieces here on this. Any questions about applying marker? How cute is that? Okay, one more little teeny tiny orange. No, pumpkin. Nicole, it basically dries immediately. That's really why you can't blend with it. It goes right into the paper. And then I'm going to take my black pen Oh, notice a little spot here that I missed. There we go. I'm going to take a black pen and do my little nubby here. And the reason I'm doing it black is because I did it black on my other pumpkins, but I missed these two. Now, remember, that's not my final color, guys. because when you put marker down, you come back with it with pencil and you start the shading process. Okay, guys, time to go. So I worked on 2 projects tonight. We worked on the Hello Autumn by Demita Victoria. Had to think a minute. And we also worked on Whimsical Houses Jubilee, which is my publication, and put in a really neat sky. I hope you guys can see that shading. I'm not seeing it on my monitor, so I just want to make sure you're seeing it. Okay, guys, we are in good shape. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. Nicole, welcome to my group. And my broadcast. Hopefully you can join us on a regular basis. That's always fun. Tell your friends. And guys, if you'll please like this video, I would really appreciate that, and share it. Right back at you, Nicole. Okay, guys, this is ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Guys, joyous, joyous coloring. I'll see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. Guys, love on each other. That's what we're known for, that we care about each other. Have a great rest of the evening. And I'll see you then. Okay, guys. Bye.